I don't know why I pick this title for today's live stream, but I get to notice that at some point, your way of aging is really personal because there is no sense of time in higher dimension. And when you think about it, if you settle in a point of your age, you don't necessarily be 1 year older. Sometimes you miss, sometimes you just skip some year, and then suddenly at one point you are older in the other year. So for example, I don't feel old at all. I feel like my way of feeling my age is fluctuating in really non-linear way. When I was younger, I felt like I was in a 60. And then when I was a bit older, I still feel like I'm in a 30. And now I'm here and I feel like I'm in my age. But I feel like when I am older, I don't necessarily feel old to begin with because of the things that I have maybe planned to do in order to keep my energy and also like balance in life. So feeling old is such a personal thing that sometimes you don't follow the generic rule of age, which is interesting. And I thought about that topic today and I'm just like, this is such a something that I have said before in one of our live stream. And I think I said it in the same way that I just say because we were talking about time and now I'm talking it again here and I feel like time is becoming really fluid because at one point we can be younger and then we can be older. But I also heard that when you have Capricorn in your chart, whatever it is astrology or something else in Capricorn, you are aging backwards because of that age or somewhere in between. I don't remember, but it's like you have Capricorn and then you just age a lot when you are younger, and then when you get older, it's less visible, and you just becoming your age, which is what I am now. And yeah, it's interesting. I and for instance, I don't have any topic for today, and that's why like I'm just scratching my head around anything that I can talk about. And today, that word coming up, like I am aging, but I don't feel my age that much. And even if I do, I don't follow the generic rule of how you age. And that's a very interesting topic because sometimes people are so like fickle about their age because my friends, a lot of my female friends, are saying things like, I'm scared getting older. I don't know, maybe they have a certain beauty aspect that they still want to have. Therefore, when getting older, you have more wrinkles, you have more this, you have more that. The things that you don't want to amplify, but you can't help it because you just getting older. Could be that, but also like a lot of my male friends doesn't really care about that. They just care if they can still experience some things. And sometimes when you get older, you can't. I don't know. Yeah, I don't really have any topic these days. And I have talked about it like in a couple last streams because I don't necessarily go for new things in life. And right now it's that moment where I'm just like in my present with everything that I have. And everything is still the same thing as like years ago. So nothing new can be said here. Probably like the shortest one we have. No, it's like 5 minutes, and we are 5 minutes in. And I wonder like if we have anything else that we want to talk about. But also like I'm like mm, nearing my period time. So I think like that's also play a part. There are so many factors if we want to blame something. And that's just the feature of being human is that you flow with your emotion. And sometimes you feel balance, you feel apathy, you feel nothing. And this is one of those moments. We get something to talk about. So in this time, most of us will blame on something to find the key of, is this really something that can consider to be a problem? If you are such a problem solver, and this is one of the things that is really uncomfortable to feel, you will probably fall deeper into solving this issue. But to begin with, there is nothing wrong with it. You just feel nothing. And if you are socially anxious, feeling like this, feeling like you have nothing going on, some sort of soft anxiety upon the things you experience in life, and you are falling behind, not following any trends and all that stuff, you might feel like we're gonna solve this issue. This is such a problem. But I noticed in my journey to inner work, a deep inner work, is that not every problem need to be solved. Sometimes it's just an extension of process of going somewhere. And this is like the time when I'm going into the space that I want to go for. And having to be in this moment is not a problem at all. It's like part of the process. It's part of the journey. So when getting into this moment, it's just this what do you call it? Somewhat the same thing as feeling peace, but in such a twisted mannerism. You don't necessarily feel peace like the way you usually feel peace and the good peaceful feeling. But this is one of the things when you don't need to do anything and flow with it. Still get your things done and go with whatever is happening in your life and what you've been doing, and you will flow back within your resonance, your frequency, when when you don't need to feel this. And there's also people that so there's people that sophisticated about feeling. Now, I used to be this person who, like, I don't want to feel anything bad. I don't want to feel like this is this type of things, because this is like close to apathy, which is most of where my feelings were. And having the feeling of apathy is such a disservice for myself and for others, because I cannot connect with other people, and that's such a problem. So I used to make this moment a problem, and I used to get out of it because I don't want to feel it. And at the time, I tried to figure out what could we do with this type of situation. And I found it to be like I did nothing and it flow away. And that's like the crazy thing, is that when you eventually find no solution to your problem, when you eventually give in, it go away. And this is one of those things. And if you are still intact with your ambition, your vision, this will pass like a light speed. You don't need to take care of it. It will go away when you do something else. So distraction might be the key, but also like acceptance is also can be the key to evolve from this type of situation. And yeah, nothing else to be said here. You know that I tried to schedule this live at 11 a.m. and then I haven't eat, and then I need to eat, and then we are here after all the rest and the things that we need to do for today. And I'm happy that we are here together, but I I don't have anything else I want to say. So I keep the live stream short. If you right here watching it live or here live with me. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.